welcome to the Todai-ji discussion. My name is Mrs. Warren, and I'm here with
Mrs. Wyatt.
Let's go ahead and let's discuss the artist. So this building was built twice. It was burned down the first time around and then rebuilt under the guidance of the Buddha priest Shogun, which is spelled Chogen. The historical period for this is Japan, and then the materials and techniques would be, it's mostly wood, and they use it was cypress wood. Is that correct?
Yes.
And they didn't use nails for it. Instead, they used different joining techniques. So it was kind of like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. And then the tiles are ceramic roof tiles, which are pretty standard in a temple. It is also something important to note that this was and still is the largest wooden structure ever built. And then we have the intended purpose, the reason this was built was Emperor Shomu, who is also our patron. He wanted to basically unite various Japanese clans under a centralized rule. So he promoted spiritual unity through Buddhism. And this temple, Todai-ji, would have been the chief temple of the Kokubon-ji system and be the center of national ritual. So he basically used spiritual unity to promote political unity as well. And then that leads us to the first question, which I will leave Mrs. Wyatt to answer.
So the first question is, how did Buddhism come to Japan? So it came about the 6th century, and it kind of came along the way from India through the Silk Route, and then up through Central Asia, China, Korea. Then in the 6th century, what happened was the emperor of Korea actually sent a gilded bronze Buddha to the emperor of Japan. And with that, he sent a letter that said, this doctrine can create religious merit and retribution without measure and bounds, and so lead on to a full appreciation of the highest wisdom. And at that point, Buddhism kind of started to become a religion in Japan. The second question is, how did the emperor pay for Todai-ji? Because it is an extremely expensive venture. So every person in Japan was required to contribute through a special tax. And there was records that stated that the people were made to suffer by the construction of Todai-ji, and that the clans worry over all their suffering. So it was really expensive to build, and they put it on the backs of the average person to do it. Number 3, what were the components? Let's go down and look. There's a model here. So let's look at the model, and then we'll talk about each of the components. So you start here with the Hondo, and the Hondo is the main hall, and it holds the Great Buddha there. Then you also have 2 9-story pagodas. These are the pagodas here and here. And then there's a lecture hall, and there's quarters for monks. So this is our presentation for Todai-ji. Hope you enjoyed it. Can't get it to cut off. Any ideas? There.
Oh, there it is.